I don't cry when it rains no more, or I get dirt on my shoes. I don't mind climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all heading to you.
We're ready? Yeah. Hey guys, Rick and Jen from Totally Hitched. We're down here in our first beach camping trip. We usually go to lakes, real local. That doesn't mean that we didn't do that on the way down here. This is about an 8-hour drive from where we were. So we said, let's break the trip up, and we did stop about 4 hours, maybe close enough to a halfway point to call it a halfway point. Our Schaefer Herd Park. We only did spend a night there. We were on the lake. It did seem like a very nice campground. I took a nice little walk and looked. A lot of nice sites, a lot of lakeside sites. Probably, honestly, the cleanest, most organized dump station I've ever seen. No puddles, no water, nice trash can. 2 sides, worked out really well. And now here we are in Grayton Beach, Florida. I'm sure we're going to have a lot to talk about while we're down here. We are going to be down here for more of a longer trip this time.
Longest. First time we've ever not done just a weekend, so we're super excited.
So, and we seem to be located like on a loop. And then on this loop is like a lake. So we kind of still are lakeside, but it's much more of a swamp to me. I would call it a swamp before I call it a lake. I'm not planning on putting my feet in that water like I do when we go to the lake. I'm not planning on running a radio-controlled boat. I'm not planning on doing the raft. Like, there's probably snakes and alligators in there. If there's more than a 10% chance, that's more enough to me to just avoid it. I walked up to it last night, and I got a little creeped out, and I just kind of turned around. It did seem like it was, I don't know.
Every noise is scaring us right now.
Bullfrogs and stuff like that. I mean, not that I would be scared, but I'm not going in that lake, especially because, like I said, we're on this loop, and if you leave the loop and get onto the next road goes right to the beach. So where we live, there's plenty of lakes. There's not much beach, so we're all looking forward to it.
I'm going to get him in the lake. I want to go alligator spotting.
We're going to definitely be doing some... oh, look, a little rodent just ran across.
Nice.
If you saw that, you would have freaked out. It
wasn't, like a mouse?
No, like a rat.
Oh, God.
Well, it might have been a big mouse. I don't know, but it just ran across right on the path there.
Pretend it was
so
something
maybe we'll
nicer
get the
in
other
nature.
Camera out and see.
Like a groundhog?
Oh, don't worry. He just got eaten by a snake. Everything's okay. So
but we so thankful to be here because we had something terrible happen.
Yes, it's been a while since we've posted anything. The reason why that would be was tragically, thankfully, our trailer was stolen.
No, not thankfully it was stolen.
No, but thankfully
we got it back.
It was stolen and recovered. Pretty much, it seems like the same day that this crackhead stole it, it was recovered. So they never actually went inside the camper. They did steal a battery, the Deep Cycle Marine battery. Fortunately, if you watch any of our other videos, you know we have another one of those for our Intech raft with a trolling motor that I love doing so much. So we did have another one of those, and they got the propane tank, which wasn't really... I was looking to replace that anyway and getting one with a gauge on it or adding a gauge. So I guess that kind of got me out of the maybe pull a trigger on a new propane tank, I guess would be the right way to say.
We just got so lucky that some wildlife person saw a stolen truck, which was not ours, and our camper in a field in an area that should not have had things that nice, right, because people there can't afford it. Oh my God, there's the rodent. Okay.
I was wrong. The snake didn't get him.
But she called the police. So we were just lucky because most people do not get their campers back. And had he been inside, it would have been a really uncomfortable and creepy situation for me. I probably would have wanted to trade it in.
Well, on the ride down there, we had said if they had gotten inside and did any kind of damage or anything like that, of course we would have made an insurance claim and all those other things, which is a good tip I'm going to tell you also now. For the insurance on your camper, it didn't cost that much more to get the lowest deductible possible. Had I had that best insurance quote, the propane tank and the new battery probably would have been covered or real close to it. And I think I did do that, and it's costing me maybe $20 more a year in South Carolina where I live. I can't speak for other states, but it did make me lower the deductible on the insurance. So yeah, thankfully they didn't get inside. They only got a propane tank, and they only got a battery.
But that's why we haven't made a video in such a long time, because we already had this trip planned and we wanted it inspected first, because they took it into a hairy field.
Yeah. When you're driving on the road and you see a field and you're like, oh, look at that flat land, it's not really flat. It's pretty bumpy and pretty hilly. This field was, I jokingly told people at work, it was actually more of a minefield. We couldn't even get the truck into the trailer. Fortunately, one of the officers had a friend who was in automotive business, and his automotive, I'll definitely drop that name, and these guys came down. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. They got our trailer out. When I went to go settle up with them, try to pay them for their services, they said, no, thank you. You've been through enough already today. It was just
everybody involved, the officers, everybody involved were amazing, and so much a part of why we got our camper back.
Yeah, there was a lot of sympathy from the small group that was involved, from the officers to these auto mechanics. Somewhat now with the legal system that we're going through, they caught the guy and he's getting prosecuted and this and that, so we're getting some phone calls randomly asking us, questions and all that, and it's civil court, whatever, so it's somewhat unorganized, but they're sympathetic to us and trying to do the best they can to prosecute this guy.
We'll do another video on our new security measures, because we have definitely changed the way that we do things, and hopefully it will help. This never happened to any of you, but we're not going to do that today. That'll be another video.
Yeah, I just want to
head to the beach.
Just wanted to say that as Jen was saying, that we had our camper in a storage facility that was gated, coded entry, with security cameras, and maybe 10 minutes from our house, and our camp. And we did have some security members.
We had
we did have some security measures on our RV. I guess they weren't enough, so we did increase the security measures. But basically, the storage facility, yeah, they had footage of a stolen truck with a stolen plate stealing our trailer. So we think, and maybe inspect your storage places where you do keep it stored, because we felt this is a safe place. It was close to the house, and unfortunately this did happen to us. As Jen said, we did increase our security measures, absolutely 100%, way over the top, starting with GPSs and camera. Really, if this thing moves 3 inches, I know immediately on my phone. We're going to get into that in another video, and these measures that we took, they're not that costly, and they do give me tremendous peace of mind, and a lot of them will double up for other things down the road too. So we'll get into that in another video. Be sure to check us out in a couple of weeks when we get that one posted. In the meantime, hit that like button and subscribe. We're getting up there. We're appreciating the nice comments that we're seeing in our feed. We do try to respond the best that we can. We're still kind of new at this, but we are having fun. And until then, we'll, I guess, catch you later. Totally Hitched.
Well, let's just see